What's going on, man? Here to come give y'all this scouting report, man, on Sam Williams and Jalen Tolbert. Man, oh man, let me take this swig real quick. We got some things to talk about. So, you know, it's crazy because I'd never seen this man before until my bro showed me a picture. And that man do look like Michael Parsons, don't he? And for some sick reason, I bet you that has something to do with it, man. For some sick reason. But man, let's get into it, man. So, Sam Williams, right? I know a lot of y'all felt that we may have reached on him, but this is a draft that's not top heavy, and pretty much reaching is acceptable in this draft because of the talent level as far as the college productivity, man. So a lot of people that y'all thought might have been gone, it ain't working like that because the draft is deep in certain positions though, but it's like, you got a whole bunch of projects and you got a whole bunch of solid players that can turn into very good players and maybe even great players. You know what I'm saying? But as far as college productivity, you know what I mean. It was a drought on very dominant players. But so Sam, he plays with tenacity. Um, he a little tight in the hips, a little tight in the hips. He's not a bender. I seen people talking about he got good bend. To me, he doesn't. He's not a good bender. When I think of Bender, I think of Michael Parsons. I think of DeMarcus Ware. I think of Randy Gregory. When you talk about bending, and he does none of them. I'm not saying that he can't have success in his league. We're gonna get to it, but as a bender, he's a little tight in the hips. So I'm gonna need my man to do some hot yoga and namaste and get them hips a little bit loosened up, man, so we can bend that edge, man. But my man's 6'4", 260 and run a 4.4. Impressive. Um, he comes at the line with some power though. Don't get it twisted. He comes at the line with some power. You know what I mean? It look like, you know what I mean? You know, he carries that weight pretty well. He don't look 6'4", 260. But I like that he chases the play down from the backside. Uh, I like that. I bet you that plays a whole bunch of and they factors of why they got him. Um, let's see. He has some good reps against the Bama left tackle. He definitely has some good reps. Um, he has a burst off that edge, man. He got to get off, man. When he want to sit over there and just put his head down and just go, he can go. It's nice when he want to go. Um, he needs to learn how to have a rush plan. You know what I mean? Either he'll come at you or he'll run. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, he'll come, what I mean? He'll throw the hands though, but I don't see too much, you know what I mean? What's the word I want to say? Um, I can't think of the word I want to say right now, but he needs to refine his moves. He need to add some moves to his repertoire to have success in this league because you can't just come and just charging at these dudes, man. When these dudes is big and strong, and a lot of them probably bigger and stronger than you, so you got to sit over there and have a plan. But Dan Quinn gonna teach him that, so I'm not worried about that. Um, he definitely has ability. The athletic ability is there for him to have success in this league. Like with coaching, I think he could be a very good player. I think probably this year, I just see him kind of just being a rusher and eventually turn into a full down, every down player. But I think he'll start off as a rusher. But if he develops fast, like Micah Parsons, then you know what I'm saying. He might come with it. He might sit over there and be an every down player by half of this by the halfway mark of the season. Um, you know, when I sit over there and say about his hips and everything, he don't need to be, you know what I mean, a great bender to have success. Look at Joey Bosa, right? Joey Bosa was not the most athletic. He's definitely tight in the hips though, but his technique and effort is there. So that's why he's so good. But this man is more athletically gifted than Joey Bosa. And so when you add technique, there's no way that this man can't have success. You know what I mean? Even though, like, for instance, with the Tyler Smith pick, it was like, damn, we going off of potential. This man is a little bit more, to me, is more guaranteed just because of the coaching that's around him and his ability. You know what I mean? And the effort is there. You can't sit over there and deny effort. He plays with effort. Don't get it twisted. So the want to is there because you know what I mean. You got to sit over there and love football. You feel me to bring effort. You know what I mean. So yeah, he can set the edge, but that doesn't mean he does all the time. He definitely can get better on that. So I know Dan Quinn gonna get on him like a mug about setting that edge because you got to set the edge in this league. You got to. He does have the ability to sit over there and have a nice inside rush, a little hit to hit that B gap. I believe he did that against the Alabama left tackle. I believe he did do that and did it successfully. He did. He had some nice rushes against him. He got he definitely was his presence was felt though in that Bama game. So most definitely. Um let's see. He just needs work on his technique, good hustle. Uh like I said, he wasn't a dominant player, but the ability is there. Um, he definitely can move laterally. That's a plus. You got to be able to move laterally in this league. So, when we sit over there, go against them read options and him chasing things down and chasing running backs down, he definitely can do that. And like Jerry Jones said, man, we need us another Michael Parsons, man. I wouldn't say he Michael Parsons, though, but if he can get us anywhere close, man, we got us something, bro. And knowing Dan Quinn, he might be able to get something out of him, man, that a lot of y'all didn't think he had in him, man. So, I don't really, when you sit over there and draft these players, right, you don't sit over there and think like, damn, what round did he get drafted in? When he's on your team, he's on your team. It doesn't matter where he got drafted at. So it doesn't matter. As long as you got you a productive player, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all didn't think about Donald Driver. What was he, a 7th-round pick? You know what I'm saying? When you talk about Donald Driver, you don't talk about where he got picked. You talk about the production that he had. So all that doesn't matter anymore. It just matters about what type of production that you have. So don't worry about where we got drafted. That just matters was, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all was sitting over there crying about Travis Frederick. And now y'all sitting over there miss that man. You know what I mean? So we don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Let that man sit over and shine. He definitely got the ability to, and he has a nice support system around him. He got DeMarcus Lawrence to show him the way. Even Fowler will show him the way. You know what I'm saying? And Dan Quinn gonna show him the way. So you know what I mean? We there. You know what I mean? He got the support system around him. You know what I mean? It's just how bad do you want it, young man? And for Dan Quinn to draft him and to co-sign on that, to sit over and spend that time with him, evidently Dan Quinn believe in him. So if Dan Quinn believe in you, that's enough for me. But yeah, man. So Jalen Tolbert. Let's go to Jalen Tolbert now. They say I don't. Is he 6'1" or 6'3"? Put it in the comment section for me because I keep seeing contrary. I don't know, but I've seen a lot more 6'3s though. But in the other one, I guess 6'1", 194. Well, regardless, the weight could be different though for sure. But I don't know if he's 6'1" or 6'3". But so I watched tape. The first tape I had watched was Tennessee. He had a nice one-hand grab against Tennessee. He makes contested grabs. His quarterback was weak. You know what I mean? His competition was weak. The best, like I said, the best competition I've seen was Tennessee. But that's SEC talent, though. So, and he definitely had his presence felt that game. I like how he uses his body to shield off defenders to make catches, at times, especially in the end zone. I've seen him shield off his body. I like that. I seen him. I don't know if he was bracing. I don't know if he knew he was gonna take the hit though, but he made a catch and took the hit. He got hit hard too, and he was kind of down too though, but he held on to the ball, and I believe he scored. So yeah, man. So that tells me that you ain't got them alligator arms. You got heart. He is the typical Dallas receiver that we normally get. Yes, possession wide receiver. Yeah, you know what I mean. He got the ability to adjust to the football in air. He has some run after the catch ability. Um, he has the ability to pluck that football out the air. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him run routes on all three levels, but I don't know how in depth a route runner is because my film of watching him was a little bit limited. But if I had to give you a comparison, the vibes that I kind of get from him is Terrence Williams. I get Terrence Williams vibe from him. So y'all do with that as you may with the Terrence Williams. I do get them kind of vibes from him. So yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't saying he gonna be Terrence Williams, but I get Terrence Williams vibes from him. But look at what I'm saying. But if I had to compare him to a receiver that we may have right now, if anything, I might have to say Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? Just for him, the ability that he has won, he won up top. He's able to adjust to the football because he's definitely not CD. You know what I mean? He was able to kind of, have some comeback routes, kind of, just, have some little out route, just some, I wouldn't say CD because CD Gary show y'all he one of a kind. But if I had to compare him, I'll say Gallup. But if you can get Gallup from him, it's pretty good. But yeah, man. He run a 4.5, so evidently we ain't get our burner. But we had to sit over there and know that Dallas don't want burners. We want straight possession wide receivers for some reason. No burner. So the closest thing you're gonna get to a burner is Gallup and James Washington, and we know they ain't burners. So but I mean, if you got a team full of big wide receivers, full of burners, you know what I mean? Team full of wide receivers who got good run after the catch ability and can pluck that ball. I mean, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, Dallas always like to set the trend. So let's set the trend with this one. We're gonna see how this go. But I guess this is one where I need to see. It's a wait and see one. The first two picks, like, okay, I can kind of figure out like with the gauge, but wide receivers is a little bit more tricky to me. So we gonna see what he about. But probably out of all the picks though that we had, I think so far Sam Williams to me is probably the best. Like, well, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be the best player, but like the pick of like far as potential and what he can do for us year one, I like that. I'm not counting Tyler Smith out though, because the ability is there, the culture. We just got players. All three of these players need coaching. So it just started to sit over there and get to me like, are y'all really playing for this year, or is y'all playing for next year though? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm getting from this vibe though. Or do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, like we already there? We just trying to add depth and just add for the future and preparing for the future just in case we lose players in the future. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. But we gonna see. Because every time we want to count the Dallas Cowboys in, we get disappointed. But every time we count them out, they always come through, you feel me, and surprise us. And right now we counting them out. So hopefully we in for a surprise. But y'all let me know what y'all think about these draft picks in the comment section. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we out.